Friday, another start of the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be a great weekend. Really have not looked at my 2025 sales. I haven't really looked at my 2024 sales and tried to find out what I need to do different in 2025 because honestly, I'm blessed with what we've done in 2024, and I'm satisfied with that. Good morning. So it's a not a big deal to me what 2025 will bring to the business. I'm satisfied with what I'm doing right now. I'm satisfied with my haunted house. I'm satisfied with the junk removal service. I'm satisfied with the accounts, with the junk guys. I'm kind of satisfied. So whatever 2025 brings, it's good for me. So that's how I'm looking at it. My name is Ricardo. I am the owner of junkguysdfw.net here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I've been doing junk removal for the last 17 years, and I talk most common sense in junk removal. I just talk common sense. What's up, Alex? Good morning, amigo. Peace in the Middle East. West side. North. Never mind. Okay. So I received an email, a long email of a gentleman in the West Laco area. I don't know where that's at. Like Amarillo, somewhere like that. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. And I think it's in Texas, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Alex, like this. Texas. Okay. And he writes me an email. He says, Ricardo, I'm going to sum up the email for y'all guys. He says, Ricardo, I've been doing junk removal for the last 2 years. I buy ads daily. I invest my money into ads, and we do a lot of jobs. He did say he stays busy with his ads. But for some reason, I'm not gaining. I never have enough, and I barely get by week to week with checks, with my bills. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say checks. Ricardo, I barely get by week to week with my bills. Even if I didn't have my regular household bills, I barely get by with my business bills. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So whatever his truck payment is, and his employees, his insurance, his trailer payment, his truck payment, storage, whatever he's got to pay, he's barely getting by on that end also, okay? Let me see. Happy New Year, Ricardo. God has been good to you and people in the junk removal. Yeah, awesome, dude. Thanks. Thanks, Samuel. Samuel, right? I can't see that. I got Eddie, what up, good? What up, bro? Okay. So, I'm going to do 2 laps, and then I got to go to work today. Okay. So, he writes in this email, he's barely getting by with his only business bills, and his wife took on a job. And he says, he writes an equation at the bottom. He writes this a whole equation. And he puts down there, he said, I went to go remove a refrigerator the other day for $175. He charges $175 for a fridge. I was like, damn, brah! That is crazy. Anyway, I think it's expensive. And he writes down there, I hauled off a refrigerator, and then I charged the customer $175. The fridge overall cost me $65 in ads. Now, why I'm telling you that in ads, and he kind of breaks it down to me. He goes, the lead was $65, but how many times did he miss on other leads to get that lead? So he averaged out that he paid about $90 for the lead. I don't know how that works, hypothetically, but I want you to think about that, okay? When you do gas, because trucks run on fuel, either it's diesel or gas, it costs an amount of money to go out and do a job. It does cost money. So think about this. How much does it cost for you to wake up, get in your truck, and leave? It's not free. There's an expense for everything. There's an expense for getting out of bed. and going to work, okay? What is that? What is that expense? How much is it worth it to you to wake up and go to work? How much is it? I mean, there's got to be a price to you having to go start your truck up. There's got to be a price for you to leave your headquarters. There's got to be a price for you to start working, starting the truck, driving off. I mean, there's got to be a price, and some people, you know, say, well, I do it for free. No, it doesn't. It costs you money to get out of bed, or you'd be doing junk removal all over the city for free. So for me, I think if I leave and just go to work, I think it's around $75. That's what it's worth it to me. I'd wake up and go do a job for $75. You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna get to my $45 fridges, okay? So let's put that down. So he says he pays $90 to Google Ads, and to him, it costs him $75 to just get out of bed and go do something and just go out there and work. He figures it would cost him $75 waking up, putting on his shoes, going outside, I mean, that's what he needs to make every day. Then he takes fuel, truck efficiency, drivetrain, transmission, all that in consideration. If you have a new truck and you say to yourself, oh, I have a new truck, I don't have to worry about that. Those are the people that need to worry about their trucks more than the people that have shitty trucks. I'm going to tell you why. If you have a new truck and you're going, oh, my truck can do everything. Brother, you're a ticking time bomb about to break down. Because why? I'm going to tell you why. If you have an old truck, there's a high percentage chance that truck is paid for. If you have a new truck, bro, you're paying for a truck that's eventually going to break down. Trucks are not designed and built to run. That's why you have to buy another one. Okay? You're in a worse position to have a new truck and not worry about drivetrain, efficiency. You're in a worse position than people that have a used truck. Is a new truck better? Of course a new truck better. But if you're going out, waking up, and you're leaving for $75, and then it's costing you $90 for a lead, and then you're paying for fuel, you're paying for your employee, whatever you're doing, regardless. So think about this. This guy wakes up. He's already $75 down. He's going to go pick up a $175 fridge because that's what he charges, he says, in his email. And trust me, dude, he does this whole equation about what everything cost him and why he would leave the house, blah, blah, blah. He said that every day he adds $20 to his truck for, get this, drivetrain, which is everything involved. Just maintaining this truck through that day is $20. It costs him $20 if he starts his truck up, which is not a bad, I guess it's not a bad number, right? I guess it's not a bad number. Because there's days that he's not going to have to maintain it regardless. There's a lot of days he don't have to maintain it. But at least he realizes in his mind that there's a number for it. Because a lot of people go, oh, my truck is brand new. I don't have to maintain it. You're the one that you have to worry about because you're still paying for that truck. Okay, so anyway. Now, his truck is paid for, so he doesn't have a bill. But he has a dump trailer he's still paying for. So he puts that number down. And I'm going to tell you, on a daily basis, it cost him more to wake up, more than $175. So he wakes up going to do work at 229. He said 229. I don't know how he got the $29, but I mean, I think he meant 225. So if he goes picks up a fridge for $175, he's automatically losing. And I was like, dang, dude, that's expensive. Well, it doesn't make any sense either. If he wakes up and does a sectional couch for $250 and it costs him $225 to get the job, it doesn't make any sense to make $25. That just doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm thinking in my head, So he averaged out that if the job cost him $90, with everything else, and we're talking about drivetrain, insurance, trailer payment, employee, which is himself, that it would cost him about almost close to $225 just to pull out of the parking lot. And he says, Ricardo, I'm loyal to paying for ads. I pay for them all the time from Thumbtack. I do Facebook Boost. I do Google Ads. I do it myself. I'm not contracted. I'm using Google Calendar like you're saying. And he follows those things. I built my own website, which is pretty cool. And then he says, and for some reason, it still tallies out about $225 just to leave, just to drive off and go do work. And I was thinking in my head, wow, imagine if he doesn't drive off and he doesn't leave. Let's just say he stays home. What does it cost him then? Because ladies and gentlemen, get this. You're not gonna believe this when I say this. Insurance does not stop charging you. Hypothetically, let's think about this, okay? If there are 30 days out of the month, and insurance costs you $300 a month, right? Okay? That is $10 a day for insurance. It's common sense, okay? $300 in insurance a month, $10 a day for 30 days. Adds up to $300. So regardless, if you stay home, you're still spending $10. But insurance is not $300, guys. We all know insurance on a dump truck costs about, well, on your business or dump truck costs about $900, you know, $800, $900. Regardless, you know there is no insurance out there for $300, okay? And having that misunderstanding in your head, and at least knowing that it costs you money is totally different, okay? I mean, you gotta know that. Okay, now, he still pays for his truck. That's costing him his trailer. His trailer payment, his dump trailer payment is $400 a month, $450 he says, and then his insurance is $700 something. It every day that he doesn't work, he still has to pay that. The insurance does not stop. Oh, what? How am I going to go to the business and pay on my bills? Okay. So, thank you, Samuel. I read that. So, there's a payment. There's a problem. And here's what I want to get. I want to get to this point. I want to tell y'all what I think about that. Okay, what I think about the whole thing. To be in the junk removal business, you do not need to have a degree. You do not have to have a permit. You don't have to have any technical skills. You don't have to be a master of something to do it. All you got to do is have hands, a truck and a trailer to haul stuff off, and that's really it. You don't have to be educated to do this. You don't need all those things, okay? So it is a service that anybody can do. There's not a ATI that will teach you how to remove junk. There's not a permit that will help you to move junk. There's not a way. There's just, it just doesn't exist. It does not exist. And thinking in your mind that we're doing something that's technical is not. So there is a value to that. Let's just put that to the side. A monkey can physically do my job. I've always said that. A chimpanzee, the only part chimpanzees can do is drive a car, okay? But you can physically train a monkey to go inside a house, grab boxes, and move them to your truck. I'm gonna tell you why. Because monkeys, chimpanzees are 99.9% the same DNA that we are. They're losing that one piece of chromosome DNA that doesn't make them human like us. But whenever they need to scratch their head, they scratch their head like we do. Whenever they sneeze, they put their hand over their mouth. They walk on their legs just like a humanoid, like us. We walk on our legs, okay? Now, why do I say that? Because I guarantee it, there's not one chimp, one monkey, one chimp in the whole world that can plug in an electrical circuit. There's not one monkey in the whole world that can fix my plumbing at my house. Can't teach them to do that. There is not one monkey at my house that I know, or one chimp, that you can teach them how to fix a roof or make cabinets, wooden cabinets at your house. There's just not one. It's incapable. I think the IQ level for something like that is beyond a number that I can even comprehend. So we have to be able to understand that the industry is not designed and made for junk removal to be charging big prices. Our industry is made for smaller prices. So I want to kind of fix that, okay? So think about this. An electrician, when he goes out to do a job, you're talking about $800 to $1,000. Anytime he goes and does any kind of job, $800 to $1,000. And then the crazy thing about it is that electrician will land a big job almost every other day. A big job. We're talking about $5,000, $6,000. Electricians just don't do $45 jobs, $125 jobs. They will, but they don't do them rarely. They do big jobs. Think about a plumber. Okay, I remember I went to go service my AC this summer. I got a guy to come in and do fix the fan and put some Freon on my thing. He looked at it, he goes, I'll be done really quick. He comes out there, 10 minutes, he's back inside, he goes, $390. I'm like, son of a bitch. He's doing junk removal. And I tell him, I said, how often do you get jobs like this? He goes, no, small jobs like this come and go. You know, these aren't the jobs that I live off of. He told me. He said, honestly, I remove big units. You know, they're in the price of a $2,000, $3,000 jobs that I'll install them and stuff. And I was like, Jesus Christ. All right, so that's an AC repair guy. You got to think of an electrician. He is a master electrician. You have to go to school for that. It is a technical job. Plumbing. Not everybody can be a plumber. You cannot train a monkey to do a plumbing job. Okay, so I would understand roofers, carpenters to do ads. They pay for ads. That is an industry where the ticket price is higher. They can afford Google ads. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to say this and be rude. But the junk removal world, we have to fill up our trailers almost every single day for an ad to work out for us. Our ticket price every single day, every time we go out, every time we do a job, has to be in the $600 to $700 range for ads to work out for us, for ads to pay off. It ain't gonna work out at $300. It's not gonna work out $400. It's gotta be in the $600, $700, $800 range for it to work out for us to make any money. Especially if we got employees, especially. Okay? So I want you to think about that. Electricians, they do that every day. Plumbers, cabinet. Have you ever got your cabinets installed by a professional? And cabinets cost $10,000 to $20,000, dude. And maybe they found you on Google Ads. Maybe you found them on Google Ads. They can afford to pay for a $75 or $90 or $100 ad. They can afford that because the realm of their pricing is in that range, if that makes any sense. But thinking that we're going to go pick up a refrigerator or remove a trampoline for 150 bucks and make any money, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. So I'm always seeing pricing out there. I'm always seeing pricing out there. And I say to myself, y'all are jacked up. You got to be working every single day. And there are days that people aren't working. There are days that people stay home and don't work. There are days that people will get rained out. I got rained out like twice last week. There are days like that. Sometimes it's better off, and I told the guy, I sent him an email, brother, it's better off you stay home and lose that $175 fridge instead of going for $225. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Drivetrain, fuel, employees. Now he'll just lose about $90 instead of two. You know, it's just the numbers don't match. Now, numbers aren't gonna lie. Numbers do not lie. To even think and remotely have an idea that Google ads, Facebook ads, Thumbtack was designed and built for junk removal art industry is an error on the fault of junk removal services. Junk removal owners have forced small new entrepreneurs to start doing Google ads. They forced us to. They said it's the way to go. You see it on Facebook, you see it on YouTube, you see it everywhere. Facebook ads is the way to go. Yes, if you're an electrician, that's the way to go. If you're a plumber, that's the way to go. Yeah, that is the way to go. If you're a roofer, that is the way to go. That is the way to do it. Go be a roofer and pay for ads. A small roofing job, a small one's like $3,000 to $5,000. Hell, I'd pay up to $400 for an ad with them. Why not pay that? There is a misunderstanding and misconception in the junk removal world that ads were made for our service industry. It wasn't. We need to stop doing the ads. Junk removal owners need to stop doing ads. Just stop it. Especially influencing small junk removal services that just started up to do them. Especially doing that. It shouldn't exist. We need to stop doing Google ads, paying for leads. We need to stop that. It is not made and designed for junk removal businesses. It just isn't. And I just proved it to y'all. So later on this week, I'll probably sit down and I'll write everything down and I'll introduce it to y'all. But I want to show y'all that it's not made for junk removal services. All right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Hopefully this video was helpful to some people. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.